Hello friends, I hope you can all hear me. If you can hear me, type 1 in the comments. You're all welcome. This is GPAD Learn Maths, and so far we have been talking about trigonometry. This should be the third lesson on the topic trigonometry. And if you're just joining me for the first time, if this is your first time of coming on live, for GPAD Learn Maths, we have done an exhaustive lesson on circle theorems. It's on the live section. You can go there and watch all the videos we have in the live section. If you can hear me, type 1 in the comments. If you can hear me, type 1 in the comments. It's good to have all of you here. We have over 100 people already joining us. It's so wonderful having you all here. Yeah, please do me a favor. I would like you to share this live video to your friends and family. Just take the link, copy the link. That's what I mean by take the link. Share it with your friends and family. Let them all come here and join us. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about derived trig ratios. In the last lesson, we looked at how you can solve problems involving trigonometric ratios. Yeah, we're able to find cos 30 degrees, and we're able to get the cos of an angle and use it to find the sine of another angle. That's what we did in the last lesson. So it's going to be a continuation of what we did in the last lesson. Again, derived trig ratios. Please, let's like the live. We have over 100 people here joining us. Let's like the live and let's support this live session by liking the live. Let's drop your comments and give me your feedback as we progress in this lesson. So, as you can see on the board, we have an example. It says tan theta is equal to 1/2, and theta is an acute angle. Now, you know what an acute angle is. An acute angle is an angle that is between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. Yes, between 0 and 90 degrees. What is cos theta? So we're given tan theta, and we want to get cos theta. How would you do this without using a calculator? Let me say it again. How would you do this without using a calculator? So the first thing we're going to do is to draw a right angle triangle. Okay, so let's draw a right angle triangle. Solution, let's draw a right angled triangle. This is what I have. Okay, and this is the right angle, right? And the angle, let's fix the angle here, theta. So if this is the angle, this is tan theta is equal to 1/2. And from SOHCAHTOA, if you have been with us so far, we have talked about how to use this code, this mnemonic, to remember the sine, the cos, the tan of angles. So for SOHCAHTOA, they gave us tan theta. All right, tan theta is 1/2. Tan theta is what? 1/2, right? So if tan theta is 1/2, I'm going to be needing or using this tan. So tan theta is what? O stands for what? Opposite. So OPP for opposite. And then A for what? Adjacent. You see what I have? They gave us tan theta as what? 1/2. So here, tan theta, and what is tan? Opposite over adjacent. Opposite, this is the opposite. It's the side facing the right angle, because this is where we fixed the angle. 1 minute. So this is the opposite, okay? And the side facing the right angle is the hypotenuse. So this is the hypotenuse. And the other side becomes the word adjacent. So we have labeled the sides of the right angle triangle. What do we do next? The opposite, see, OPP over what? Adjacent. Tan theta is given as what? 1/2. So this is equal to 1/2. Opposite is 1. Adjacent is what? Is 2. Are you with me? So opposite is 1 and the adjacent is 2. Before we can get cos theta, we need to know what the hypotenuse is. Look at cos here. Let me show you this. What do we have here? Cos. Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. So before we can get what cos theta is, again, we need to know what the hypotenuse is. So how do we get the hypotenuse here? Who can tell me? If you know what to do for us to get the hypotenuse, can you tell me? Somebody has already gotten the answer, 2 over root 5. I'm sure these people were around in the last lesson. Okay, so the hypotenuse is the longest side of a right angle triangle. And we're going to be using Pythagoras theory, okay, which says that the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So if we need to get the longest side, let's call this x. So the square of the longest side, labeled as x, is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. So the sum of the squares, 1 squared plus what? 2 squared. You see that? So x squared will be equal to what? 1 squared is 1 times 1, which is 1. And then 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. So what do we have? We have that x squared is equal to 5. But we need to get an expression for x. So we'll square root both sides. So when I square root this side, I must do the same thing here. So x, okay, the square root of x. Okay, I don't know. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type 1 in the comments. I'd like to know if you can hear me. Yusuf Shahab says it's very easy. Yes, it's very easy. If you can hear me, type 1 in the comments. Oh, many people have left maybe because of the network issues. Patience, thank you. Chukemike, thank you for the feedback. All right, I think we'll have to continue again. Please, let's like the live. Let us support by liking the live. So x is equal to what? Root 5. So here, this is root 5 already, okay? And since we need to get cos theta, so cos theta is what? What do we have here? Adjacent and what? The hypotenuse. So cos theta will be equal to adjacent, which is 2. So 2 over the hypotenuse is what? Root 5. That's root 5 here. Are you with me? If this is clear, thank you, Hillary. Thank you so much. Now, somebody should tell me, should we leave it's not as if it's bad leaving your answer like this, but if you know what we can do to better express our answer, can you tell me in the comment section? Here, Micah Godwin, thank you. Yes, Hunter, thank you. I know it's very easy. Thanks for your feedback. So who can tell me, what do you think we can do? This is okay. This is actually the answer, but we need to do something else. Yeah, who can tell me? What should we do? Love, thank you. Hey, Hitman, good to see you. Hitman. All right, Rigid, thank you. Good to see all of you. I have been away since inverse. Well, identity. What do you mean by identity? What should we do? How should we express our answer? Please, let's like the live. We'll just have all these 16 likes. Get rid of the square root. Where should we get rid of the square root? The one in the denominator. As if that's not the only one there. Don't mind me, I'm just playing. So that's nice. We are going to get rid of the denominator. Who can tell me, how do we get rid of the root in the denominator? What should we do? Can you teach us? Yes, I will do that downtown. I will do that. I will do that. Please, let's support this live by liking the live section. The live session, not section. Please, let's like. I need more likes. Hitman, thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. You rationalize. Some of you are, I know you already know this, but let's just try to be patient, all right, with those who are just joining us or those who are still trying to understand this topic, okay? I'm going to get to that point that will actually meet your needs, but we need to be patient with other people who are still trying to understand this concept. So good, I'm going to rationalize. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to get rid of the irrational term in the denominator. So the way to do that is to multiply the numerator and denominator by the denominator. So what we have in the denominator is what? Root 5. So I'm going to multiply this by root 5 and this by root 5. The reason why I'm doing that is that root 5 times root 5 is root 25. And root 25 is 5. So can you now see that there will be no more square root in the denominator when we rationalize? This is how you rationalize. Okay, so what I have is what? 2 times root 5 is 2 root 5. And then root 5 times root 5 is 5. Or you can say root 5 times root 5 is root 25. And root 25 is 5. So this is the answer. 2 root 5 over 5. If this is clear, type 1 in the comment. Thank you, Gasha Wave. Hope I got that right. Please, let's like the live. Let's like the live. Let's like the live. We have over 200 people on the live stream. Let's support this live. Can that be rationalized further? Do you mean this one? Or what do you mean, Hitman? Mixed fraction sword. Mixed fraction sword. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. So I think we can move on. If you want me to move on, type 1 in the comments. Wow, that's awesome. Good. Thank you, love. Please, let's like the live. We have 30 likes now. Thank you for those of you that have been liking the live. Thank you. So should we move on? If you want me to move on, type 1 in the comments. If you want me to move on, type 1 in the comments. MB, thank you. Pope, Franklin, thank you. I think I'll just move on now. So. We need to move on. Hold on. Very good. So let's move on. So I pray that my schedule is a little bit free for this week. Oh no, today is Friday. So for Saturday, Sunday, I intend to also go live tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, I know I should have gone live last week. I think last week, Friday or so, but I was not around. I was actually very busy, but I intend to go live this weekend and even next week, almost every day. Not every day, but almost every day. I will let you know. For those of you that are already in the community, you'll be duly informed. But if you have not joined our community, there's no way you can be informed. So it's good you join our community. Okay, so I'm going to write another question. If cos theta is equal to 12 over 13, find 1 plus cot squared. So cot squared theta. Find 1 plus cot squared theta. Okay. Yeah. We talked about cot. All right. Sec, cosec. For cot is the inverse of tan. 1 over tan is cot. So for us to be able to find 1 plus cot squared theta, we need to know what tan is. And we can get tan from what cos is here. Like I did in example 1, I'm going to draw a right angled triangle. I'm going to draw a right. Yeah, theta is just a Greek symbol that we usually use to represent the angle. Yes, the angle. Yes, it's just a Greek symbol used to represent the angle. It's not angle in itself, but it's just used to represent the angle. It's just like algebra, where you use x, use y to represent variables. That's how, or you use x, y as variables, okay, which can contain any number, all right? So that's what it just means. It just means that this is an angle. But since we don't know what the angle is, theta is used to represent that angle. Thank you for that, for bringing that up. So again, we need to get tan. But let me just write SOHCAHTOA again, our popular guy, our great guy. So if I need to get tan, because from tan, I'll be able to get cot. Cot is the inverse of tan. I need to get tan. Is that okay? So for me to get tan, I need to know, I'll have to get the third side opposite over adjacent. This is cos, right? CAH, adjacent over hypotenuse. We need to know what the opposite is. Let's draw a right angle triangle. So solution, I'm going to draw a right angle triangle, okay? So this is a right angle triangle. And again, this side is the hypotenuse. If you make this the angle, let me give it a nice color. So this is theta, okay? So if this is the angle, then this is the what? Opposite. The side facing the angle. The side facing the angle. Now the third side becomes what? The adjacent. Does that make sense? Hope that's okay. So here, look at this cos theta. I'm going to use this now. Cos theta is what? 12 over 13. And using this code, SOHCAHTOA, C stands for cos. A is what? Adjacent. So this is adjacent over H is what? Hypotenuse. So the adjacent is 12. Come here and write 12 here. This is 12. What about the hypotenuse? It is what? 13. So this is 13 here. But for us to get tan, I need to know what the opposite side is, which is this one here. There's nothing there. We need to get that side. Who can tell me, how can we get this opposite side? Well, we have over 300 joining us. It's so beautiful having all of you here. But please, let's like the live. We still have less than 100 likes. Let's like the live. Let's like the live. Thank you, all of you. Let's like the live. Okay, so quickly, let's get this third side. For those of you who have been attending this lesson, you know that we can use Pythagoras theorem to get the third side. So using Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras theorem, okay, is going to be what? The square of the longest side. The side facing the right angle is the longest side. The square of the longest side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Hope that makes sense. So let's say this is y. Let's just say the opposite is y. So y squared plus 12 squared. So what is 13 squared? 169. And then y squared plus, what is 12 squared? 144 to y squared. So what is 169 minus 144? That's 25, right? 25. Yes, although this is a popular trigonometry, Pythagoras, what was it called? Pythagorean triple is actually popular, but I still have to do this for those who need to understand how this is gotten. The square root cancels the square, and the square root of what? 25 is 5. So the third side is 5. This is 5. All right. Now that we have the third side, we have all the sides of the right angle triangle. We can now get what? Tan. Remember, from tan, we're going to get cot. So let's get tan. Tan theta is equal to opposite T. TOA. Opposite over what? Adjacent. So what is the opposite side? That's what? 5. So you write 5 over what's the adjacent? 12. So tan theta is what? 5 over 12. Are you with me? Any question? Any question? Can I move on? We have over 400. Please, let's like the live. I still have less than 50 likes. What's happening? Thank you all for supporting. Let's like the live. Let's like the live. Okay, let's like the live. So moving on now. See what we're trying to get. 1 plus what? Cot squared theta. So 1 plus cot squared theta. Let me just separate this. 1 plus cot squared theta is what we're asked to find. But we know that, but cot theta is equal to 1 over tan theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 over tan theta. Okay? So come here now. 1 plus cot squared theta will be equal to what? 1 plus, I'm going to write 1 over tan theta all squared. Okay? Yes. 1 over tan theta is what? Cot theta. From here now. Cot theta is equal to 1 over tan theta. So I replaced cot theta with what? 1 over tan theta. And you might be wondering, where is this square? See, this square is what I have here. That's the square there, okay? So moving on, I'm going to have that 1 plus, or I'll just, there's no need, let me just continue from here. So 1 plus 1 over, what's tan theta? We got it as what? 5 over 12 to see what I have. All what? Squared. See, 1 over 5 over 12. This is you are going to take the reciprocal. Just take away this 1 over and this one here upside down. Because if you want to really work this out, let me just show you for those of you who might be wondering what's really going on here. See, to multiplication, you have to turn this upside down. All right, this becomes b over a. So you see, if that's the reciprocal, you just turn the fraction upside down. So what I have here is 1 over 5 over 12 will become 12 over 5. So here I'm going to write 1 plus 12 over 5 all squared. All right. So this is 1 plus what's this is, see, this squared you see here will be distributed to 12 and to 5. So this can be rewritten as what? 12 squared over 5 squared. I want to clean this, and let me just take this off and continue from here. All right, so that's 1 plus 12 squared is what? 144. And 5 squared is what? 25. So I can write over 1 here, all right? And then find the LCM. I'm trying to add both of the numbers. The LCM of 1 and 25 is 25. 1 into 25 is 25. 25 times 1 is 25, plus 25 into 25 is 1. 1 times 144 is 144. When you add 25 to 144, that'll be what? 169. Then over 25. So that's what you have. This is the final answer. Can we write this as a mixed number? Thank you. Can you please do that? Yeah, of course, I will do that. I will do that. Yes, please, let's like the life. So this is, let's write this as a mixed fraction. That will be 4, and then you have what? 6, so 6 whole number, 19 over 25. How many of you got this? How many of you tried this and you got this? Very good, very good. Yes, Hitman, well done, well done. Hitman, very good. Please, let's like the life. Let us like the life. Let us like the life. Somebody said we should. So if you want to move on, can you signify by typing 1 in the comments? You want me to move on, type 1 in the comments. So somebody say, which class is this? This is grade 10, grade 11. Yeah, grade 10, grade 11, actually. Yeah. Grade 10, grade 11. Okay, very good. So let's move on. Now, quickly, see, if you want to get updates when I come live and other programs, other packages, you need to join my community, my WhatsApp and my Telegram channel. It's on my bio. Once you go to my bio, there's a link there. It will take you straight to my WhatsApp community or my Telegram channel. If you have not joined, you will definitely miss out when we have updates. You will miss out. Like, for those who were in my community or those who are in my community, they are aware that I'm coming live today. But maybe you're just on YouTube, you just happen to stumble on this video. All right, so it's good you go and join my community on Telegram and on WhatsApp. Okay, so quick update, guys, everyone here. My paid class is starting in November. We have just few days for the paid class to get started. If you get started, I'm going to be focusing on those that will be joining us. So if you have not registered, the link is on my bio for my paid class. It's starting in November, and it's going to run from November till April next year for 6 months. 6 months. I'm going to be having re-session with those who join my paid class. So you don't want to miss those lessons in my paid class, make sure you register for my paid class. Okay, so let's move on to another example. Another example. So we have, maybe you can even try this. This is example 3. If tan theta is equal to 3, find the value of sine theta cos 90 degrees minus theta. Can you try this out? Let me make this an example. Maybe I should make this an example. Can you try this out? Please, let's like the life. Pushka, your brain is not braining. Why is your brain not braining? Something hard, please. Hunter, Hunter, I know you want something hard, but you see, so somebody just said that his brain is not braining, and you want me to make it harder. Why? Some people are still trying to understand these concepts. Hunter, I know you are way up, but you have to be patient. All right. Now, but is the answer. Are you sure about that? Okay. So, what do we do? The question says, if tan theta is equal to 3, find the value of sine theta cos 90 minus theta. All right. Now, for us to get sine theta, we need to know what the third side is, because tan theta is what? Opposite over adjacent. All right. So I'm going to draw a right angle triangle. This is the hypotenuse. Again, the side facing the right angle. Okay. And if we say this is, let this be the angle, this will be the opposite. The side facing the angle is the opposite, and this is what? Adjacent. Very good. So for us to get sine theta, but before that, tan theta is what? 3. And 3 can be written as 3 over 1. In case you don't know, 3 can be expressed as what? 3 over 1. So opposite is 3. And what? Adjacent is what? 1. So what about the hypotenuse? Let's use Pythagoras theorem to get the hypotenuse. Yes, hot trap. Yeah, there are so many Indians here. What's going on? So many Indians here. All right, so let's get the hypotenuse, okay? Still using Pythagoras theorem. The square of the longest side, let's call this x. So the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. So 3 squared plus 1 squared. And x squared is equal to what's 3 squared? That's 9, okay? Plus 1 squared is what? 1. So x squared is equal to 9 plus 1 is 10. Excuse me. And then x is equal to what? Root 10. That is if you square root both sides. So x is root 10. This is root 10. Now that we have root 10, see, do you know that cos 90 minus theta is equal to sine theta? Let me say that again. Do you know that sine theta, see, sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. That's why sine 60 degrees is equal to cos 30 degrees. Yes, sine 60 is equal to cos 30 degrees. Okay? So it means that I can replace cos 90 minus theta and just put sine theta, because sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Do you understand? Let me say that again. Sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. That's it. So I'm going to replace this cos 90 minus theta and put sine theta there. And again, see, do you know that sine 30 is equal to cos 60? Can you not see that 30 and 60, they are called what? Complementary angles. So when you add 30 and 60, you get 90. When you add 60 and 30, you get 90. So it means that this cos 90 minus theta can be replaced, and I'll just put sine theta. That's what I'll do. So I'm going to, please, I need you to write here that, but Sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. So when I come here now, I'm going to have that sine theta times cos 90 minus theta will be equal to what? Sine theta times what? I'm replacing cos 90 minus theta and I'm putting what? Sine theta. That's it. So what is sine theta? Remember, using SOHCAHTOA, again, nice guy, SOHCAHTOA, sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is what? Let's come here. What's the opposite? 3. So that's what? 3 over, what's the hypotenuse? Root 10. So that's root 10. You see that? Times the same thing here. 3 over what? Root 10. 3 times 3 is 9. And then root 10 times root 10 is root 100, which is 10. Or you can say root 10 times root 10 is simply 10. So your answer is 9 over 10. Hope this makes sense. Please, let's like the live. 96 likes already. Let's get it to 100 and then to 150 and then to 200. Okay, all of you joining us. It's so good to have all of you here. It's so good to have all of you right here. Good, 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 good. So good to have all of you here. Yeah. Any question? Any question? If you have any question, please let's ask. Teach us bearings. Yes, I'm going to see. You know what? This is trigonometry. Under this topic, you have bearing. All right. You have angle of elevation and depression. We're going to be covering all of that in this topic. But for you not to miss out when I come live, it's good you join my community. All right. Okay. Thank you for all of you who have gotten the like up to 114. Let's keep liking the live. And don't you think there's this question because the maximum value you find? Okay, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, but this is 9 over 10. 9 over 10 is what? Is 0.9, right? 9 over 10 is 0.9. So I'm still trying to understand what you're saying. If you want me to move on, please, let's type 1 in the comment. Hunter, you want me to go to the next one? I'm watching this in school. Hot trap. Okay, good to have you here. I hope you are doing well in school. Good to have you here. If you want me to move on, type 1 in the comment. And take a screenshot. Let me just give space for that. If you want me to move on, type 1 in the comment. And your friend Matthew, okay, good. Read it, motion. Thank you. Just me. Thank you. All right, guys. Let's move on. Francisca, very good. But still in the remainder. Okay. Okay, very good. So let's move on to something else. Okay, so here's another question. I think this is example 4, I think. Given that cos x degrees is equal to 1 over r, I think this is going to be the last example under derived trig ratios, okay? Yeah, I know some of you are already saying, let's move on to something else. Don't worry. Express tan x degrees in terms of r. Okay, I want to leave this as an exercise. Let me leave this as an exercise. So after this, we'll do one more of this and we'll move on to something else if we still have time. Okay, I want you to try this. Somebody said I should prove that. We have already done this before. We have done that before. I should prove that sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. We have done this before. Go and watch the previous video on this. I think that should be the second lesson. Yes, we did that in the second lesson. So go there and watch the video. I would not want to prove it here because we've done it before. I would be making people get bored because we have done this before, okay? So if you want to learn how I did it, go and watch the previous video. So let me give you 2 minutes to give this a shot. See, there are no, apart from one, this is R. You're asked to express tan x in terms of R. What this means is that your answer should have R inside of it. So maybe something like 2R or 5 over R or 30 degrees minus R, something like that, but express tan x in terms of R. So go ahead, do that. Let me give you 2 minutes to give that a shot, okay? So many Indians here. You're all welcome. Do not make it complicated. Okay, how do you mean? Can I use sex square identity? We have done some of those identities. I think in the last lesson, we looked at some identities. We will still look at more as we progress in this topic, okay? We'll look at more. And if you are yet to register for my paid class, it's starting in November, just about 20 days from today. Do not miss out on my paid classes, okay? It's going to be loaded. If this is the free class and you're enjoying this value, what do you think the paid class is going to be like? Going to be super loaded. So make sure you join. The link is on my bio. Click it and it will take you straight to where you can register for the paid class. If you have any questions, you can ask it here. I'm still waiting for your answer. For those of you who have tried it out, I'm waiting for your answer. I'm still going to do it, but I want to hear you give me your answer, okay? Please, let's like the live. Somebody say root r squared minus 1. Okay, are you the only one saying that? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Okay. Good. I'll just do it. All right. I'll just do it. So again, just as I did in the previous examples, you just draw a right angle triangle. All right. Draw a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. This is cos x is equal to 1 over r. Okay. If this is the angle here, if we make this x, this is the opposite. All right. This is the opposite. This is the adjacent. And this is what hypotenuse. So from this cos, this trig ratio here, I can get 2 of the sides here. So remember, using SOHCAHTOA again, see, cos x will be equal to adjacent. So if this is 1 over r, this is what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. AH. So the adjacent is what? 1. This is 1 here. The hypotenuse is what? R. What about the opposite? Pythagoras theorem. So the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of squares. Let's call this x, or let's call this k. Let's use k this time around. Is equal to the sum of squares of the other 2 sides. K squared plus 1 squared, right? As you have here. So r squared is equal to what? Okay, you know what? I'm going to move this 1 squared is also 1. Let's move it over to the other side. See what I have, okay? And this r squared minus 1 squared is also 1, and k squared. So to get k, I will apply square root to both sides. So we square root this side, and again this side. So this cancels this. You have that k is equal to what? The square root of r squared minus 1. So you see, they say in terms of r, we're not going to do anything to this. Just write it as it is like this. So we're now the k here, the opposite side is equal to what now? The square root of what? R squared minus 1. Hope that makes sense. So moving on here, I'm going to have that what? Tan x degrees is equal to, what's tan? See it here. Opposite over what? Adjacent. Opposite. Where's the opposite side? See it here. This one here. Root what? R squared minus 1, all divided by, what about the adjacent? It is 1. So therefore, tan x degrees is equal to, if you divide this by 1, you still get what? Root r squared minus 1. Okay? There you go. If this is clear to you, type 1 in the comments. If you understood everything I've done so far, type 1 in the comments. Okay, Sat Mastery. Thank you. Just me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm studying, but I want a job. You get a job. Helen, thank you. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the feedback. So again, before you run away, tomorrow I'll be having another lesson. It's going to be by 9 p.m. West Africa time. 9 p.m. West Africa time. We are going to be doing the tan of the sum of angles. Something, see, this is for tomorrow. Something like this sine A plus B, where you have different angles being added together. This one too, A minus B. All right. The same thing for cos A plus B, right? Cos A minus B. And then tan 2, A plus B, tan A minus B. So we're actually getting close to where we start bringing in bearing and distance, and then angle of elevation and depression, because these are applications under trigonometry. So make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Please, let's subscribe to this channel and let's join my math community, so you'll be duly informed when we have our live classes and other special packages lined up for you. Okay, good. So I'm not going to make today's lesson very long. I already told you what we'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having another session by 9 p.m. and we'll be doing the difference of angles, tan, cos, and tan tomorrow by 9 p.m. So I'm going to do one more example and that'll be all for today. Again, I don't want to overstretch this, okay? I don't want to, I just want to take it bit by bit. So this is another example. I think this is example 5. I don't know, I think. If sine x is equal to 5 over 13, 0, and the x is between this, evaluate without table or calculator cos x minus 2 sine x over 2 tan x. So I'm going to be stopping with this example. All right, let's call this an exercise. This is an exercise. In fact, let me remove this. This is an exercise. So I think all of you should try to give this a try. Hope you have your writing materials there. So sin x is equal to 5 over 13, and you're asked to find cos x minus 2 sin x all over what? 2 tan x. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the sine, the cos, the tan of sum of angles, excuse me, and difference of angles. Don't miss tomorrow's lesson, starting by 9 p.m. West Africa time. It might not be your own time. Please make sure you reconcile your time with West Africa time. Okay? So you will not miss out tomorrow's lesson. Okay. Hope you're still all here. Please, let's like the live. Let's give this more likes. Let's give this more. If you have not liked this live, please make sure you do so. Okay, make sure you do so. So how is it going? How is it going? If you are doing it currently, type 1 in the comment. If you are currently doing this, type 1 in the comment. (12/65). Just me. Thank you. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, Miracle. Why are you not doing it? What's happening? Miracle, what's going on? Is it So basic question over time. So I'm going to give you 1 more minute to try this out before I do it. 1 more minute to give this a try before I do it. Oh, sorry. I think I had some network issues. So from sine x, I can get cos x and tan x. We've done this before. All right. Some people are already getting tired of this, but I have to make sure I cover all those aspects that can be quite confusing, especially when we have something as well kind of big as this. So sine x using SOHCAHTOA again, using SOHCAHTOA. Let me use a better ink here. So using SOHCAHTOA, sine is what? 5 over 13. So sine x is equal to 5 over 13. And what is sine? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. You see that? So if this is the angle x, this is the opposite, and this is 5. All right? The hypotenuse is what? 13. The side facing the right angle is 13. And then the third side, we can get that from, if you are conversant with Pythagorean triple, you can tell that this is 12. But even at that, I'm still going to show you, in case you don't know how this is 12. This is the hypotenuse. So using Pythagoras theorem, the square of the longest side, 13, this one is the longest side, the hypotenuse. So the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This is going to be 5 squared plus, let's call this x, x squared, all right? What's 13 squared? That's 169. 13 times 13, okay? And 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. So when you move this over, you're going to have 169 minus 25. 169 minus 25 is what? 144. So 144 is equal to x squared. If you square root both sides to get x, the square root of 144 is 12. So x is 12. Now we have gotten the third side. We can now get cos x and the other three ratios, right? So let's start with here now. Cos x is what? Cos x from SOHCAHTOA. See, cos is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent, cos x, adjacent is where? 12. So 12 over hypotenuse. What's the hypotenuse? 13. 13 minus 2 sine x. It means 2 times whatever sine x is. We already know what sine x is. It's 5 over 13. So 5 over 13, okay? Then all divided by what? 2 tan x. What is tan x? Using this one last year now, this one here. Tan theta. Tan x in this case. What's tan? Opposite over adjacent. So where is the opposite here? 5. So 5 over, what is the adjacent? 12 over 12. So you see how this is now this. Because I was able to get tan and cos using sine x. Hope that makes sense. Okay, just me. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, I hope you can see the side of the board. Hope you can see the side of the board. I will just shift it now. So we can now simplify this. Okay, see, I can do this. I can say 2 into 12 is 6. That has been simplified. So let's come here. This is 12 over 13 minus what? 5 times 2 is 10. So you have 10 over what? 13. All divided by 5 over 6. So this is going to be equal to what? See, they have the same denominator, right? So I'm going to have what? 13. And I will subtract the numerator. So you do 12 minus 10, which is 2. This is 2 here. But this is divided. Let me just write it divided by what? 5 over 6. 5 over 6. And when I write 2 over 13, if I change this division sign to multiplication, I will have to inverse this fraction from 5 over 6 to what? 6 over 5. So 6 over 5, okay? I can't simplify any further, so I'll just multiply. 2 times 6 is what? 12. And what is 13 times 5? 5 times 3 is 15. Write 5, carry 1. 5 times 1 is 5 plus that 1 is 6. So what do we have? 12 over 65. That's the final answer. All right? That's the final answer. For those of you that have been liking the live, thank you so much for liking the live. So, like I said, tomorrow we are going to be doing tan, sine, cos of sum of angles and difference of angles. And I think after tomorrow, we could even start bearing, not bearing, angle of elevation and angle of depression, because that's also under trigonometry. So you don't want to miss the areas that are lined up in this topic. Make sure you share this video or tell your friends and family about this class. Let them be aware that we have live classes that is going to make them love mathematics and get better at the topic. All right. So that has bring us to the end of this. All we have done so far, we've come to the end of today's lesson. Don't forget, tomorrow by 9 p.m. West Africa time, we'll be here again to continue this very wonderful topic, trigonometry. If you have any question, ask before I bounce. By bounce, I mean end the lesson. Any question? If you have any question, please let's ask before I move. After Trig, what will you teach us? So what I do is I allow people just suggest. So from popular demand, I then suggestions. I could just try to tell the next topic so that it will flow. All right, it should flow. That's what I do most times. I don't really understand this topic. Okay, miracle. Okay, it's because where is the timetable for the lessons? See, for you to know, I try putting a timetable, though I think I'm following it to a great extent. But you know what's going to happen? The best thing to do is to join my community. That's where you will get the timetable. All right. But just know that tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be coming live by 9 p.m. West Africa time. Yes. Then, okay, miracle. I'm always confused. So you know what you do, okay, miracle. I would advise that you watch this video again, because after we end this live lesson, it's going to be saved on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you go to the live section. You see, we've done circle theorems. We are still doing trigonometry. This is not the first lesson on this topic. Again, on your own, all right? Watch again on your own, so without the pressure of many questions coming in. On your own, make sure you watch the lessons, all right, on my live channel, on my YouTube channel. Yes, make sure you watch it. Thank you, Thala, for the feedback. Which grade? Helen, this is grade 10, grade 11. Grade 10, grade 11. This is it. Yeah. What qualifications do you have? Why do you want to know what I have unnamed? Anyways, I have a teaching qualification. I have a bachelor's degree in education, math education, if you must know. Yeah. I do have a qualification in mathematics. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much. So if you have not joined my community, make sure you join so that you will be. Yeah, unnamed. I actually have a master's degree, but I didn't want to say it. Okay, I just wanted to be focused on the first degree that I have, because it's on mathematics. I have a master's degree in research, measurement, and evaluation. Yeah, just to put out. So I am a fully qualified teacher. I am a fully qualified teacher. Okay. Yeah. Unnamed. Thanks for that. Okay. Do complex fraction. Can you try to explain how you broke the fraction down to 12 over 6. 12 over 6. Where is 12 over 6? Is it, what do you mean by 12 over 6? You mean this? 12 over 65? So what I will advise is that you try to watch this video again, okay? You can, the fact that we're ending the lesson does not mean that you will not have access to the video again. It's going to be saved on my YouTube channel. Just go there and watch the video again, okay? Yeah. Oh, 12 over 65. Yes, yes. So you have to watch it again, okay? I don't want to, from what I have here, this is 12 over 13 minus 2 bracket 5 over 13. I did 2 times 5. That's how I got this 10. 2 times 5 is, so see, if you have this, for instance, let's say B over C. You see, this A will be used to multiply B alone. You don't use this A to multiply B and C. No, it's not done. This A multiplies only B. So this becomes what? AB then over C. That's what I did here. 2 was used to multiply 5. All right? And 2 times 5, that's how you got 10 over 13 here. Then divided by, see, this 2 was used to divide 12 because I have, don't worry, if you understood this and you want to go, it's fine. Okay, but let me just quickly attend to that person that asked. So see, you can, this 2 is dividing 12. So I can say 2 here is 1, 2 into 12 is 6. Or you can choose to say 2 times 5 is 10 over 6. If you break it down, 2 here is 3, 2 here is 5. That's 5. Sorry, I meant this is supposed to be 12. So 2 here is 5, 2 here is what? 6. So you still get 5 over 6. Even if you divide across like this, or you multiply the numerator, anyhow you want to do it. So 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 12 is 6. So you have 5 over 6 as you have here. All right. And then look at this fraction here. 12 over 13 minus 10 over 13. They have the same denominator. Okay. They have the same denominator. All I did was to subtract the numerator. So I did 12 minus 10, which is how I got this 2. And then over 13, the common denominator that they both have, which is 13 here. This division sign came from here. All right, so divided by what? 5 over 6. And see what I did here? I changed this division to what? Multiplication. When I change division to multiplication, I have to take the reciprocal of 5 over 6. I turn it upside down. So from 5 over 6, it became what? 6 over 5. And then I did 2 times 6, which is 12. And then 30 times 5, which is what? 65. I hope that helps. Just me. I hope that helps. Thank you, just me. Thank you, thank you. So, everyone, I'm going to be ending the lesson here. All right. Tomorrow again, don't forget, we'll meet here by 9 p.m. West Africa time. It might not be the same with your time. Make sure you reconcile that with your time. Okay, West African time. What? 9 p.m. West Africa time. All right, every one of you, thank you. I thought we could get the like to 200, but we're having 171. Before I go, if you have not liked the like, make sure you do so. Oh, 172. Thank you. I truly appreciate all of you. Do you have any feedback for me? Any feedback? Or if you care to share where you're streaming from, you can put that in the comment section. If you care to share where you're streaming from, you can put that in the comment section. And if you have any feedback, was I too fast? Or was I too slow? Or is there any specific thing you want me to cover in this topic that I've not done? Or is there anything you want me to treat that I've not treated? Please, let's put it in the comment before I go, so that we have it at the back of my mind. Lagos, Nigeria. Oh, good. Good to have you here. Just me. Good to have you. Thank you so much, just me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Streaming from Mombasa, Kenya. Oh, Helen Akute. Good to have you here. Sorry, I'm just being curious. Akute, are you by any chance Nigerian? Because that name Akute sounds Nigerian. From Botswana, clearly understand. Thank you so much, Labon. Brilliant. Thank you. Trigonometric identity. Fala. Yes, we have done a bit of that, but we'll still do more from tomorrow. Okay, Helen, got it. Okay, okay. Yeah, so make sure you share this live math class with other people. If you know you have anybody who struggles with math, kindly share the life lessons, the math life classes with them, so they'll be aware that something like this is happening and they will join us and of course get better at math. So tomorrow by 9 p.m. we'll meet here again, okay? Ezekiel, thank you so much for your feedback. Shazi, Nairobi, Kenya. Oh, so good to have you. And for those of you who don't know where I'm streaming from Nigeria. Nigeria. Oh, thank you for the 177 likes. Fala, trigonometric identity, we're going to be doing that. We have done a bit of that. We will do more of that as we progress in this topic, okay? So tomorrow we will be doing tan, cos, sine of some of angles and difference of angles. Like I wrote before, tan A plus B, sine A plus B, those kind of things, right? That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So do not miss tomorrow's lesson and make sure you come on time. Something is telling me to wait for the like to get to 200. We've not gotten 200 likes before. Maybe I should just wait for some people who have not liked the live so far. Please let us like the live. Okay? Let us like the live. All right. Okay, Meshach Yokwe from Jos Plateau. Oh, so good to have you. Cynthia Jeptu, Nairobi, Kenya. Wow, good to have you here too. Sir, last match you performed well. What's happening? Okay, I'm trying to understand what you mean by live match, last match. I hope that message is for me, but I'm not sure. So again, if you have not joined my community, make sure you do so. As soon as I end this live, go to my bio. There's a link there. Click on the link. It will take you straight to my WhatsApp channel or my Telegram channel. Anyone you want to join, it's fine. If you want to join the two, it's fine. My WhatsApp group, my WhatsApp channel, and my Telegram channel. There are 3 communities I have. You can join any of them or all of them. And again, if you want to register for my paid live class, my paid maths class is starting in November. It's going to run from November till April next year. For 6 months, I'm going to be treating O-level maths, preparing students who are preparing for final exams. We're going to be having live classes. You are going to have access to video solutions of past questions, past papers, okay? And you will also be having weekly assessment and weekly feedback on those assessments. Then, of course, you have access to the recordings in case you missed the live lessons. You always have access to the recorded classes, so there's no issues for that. Even if you cannot join the live classes, you will always have access to the video recordings, okay? Yeah. No, one, you are going to, all you need to do, just try to be patient with yourself, okay? Try to be patient. You will definitely understand this. All you have to do, make sure you rewatch the video again, okay? SS3 maths, I'm in turn level. Okay, just me. So good to have you here. All right, I've got to go. Tomorrow by 9 p.m., do not forget, we'll be having another session again by 9 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you, all of you. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.